And welcome
5-1.
to the Musfree House in, what is this, West Deal? Where are we?
We're in Deal, although if you type it into Google, you'll have Ocean.
Okay. We're in Ocean, New Jersey at the Musfree household
Okay.
at 675 Roseld Avenue here for the
Fourth quarterfinal.
Roseld Court Invitational, fourth quarterfinal, the 16 best men's tennis players in our community joining together for a great cause, obviously Jersey Shore Hatzalah. And we got on the near court, Joey Dweck and Jack Sitt will be returning this serve. And on the far court, we got El Harari and Gabe Abadi as the return sails wide. We're at deuce here at 2 serving 5 in the fourth quarterfinal.
El and Gabe, good friends growing up, same age, both Deal, Hillel graduates. I think they both run a tennis team together way back 15 years ago.
Deal boys, and that's the voice of Charles Sacca, tournament coordinator in the booth with us. We're honored to have him, as it's going to be Ed out. And on the near court again, we have exactly set point, and it's best 2 out of 3, which is a unique structure for the Syrian tennis tournaments. And of course, on the near court, we have Jack Sitt, a good friend of the broadcast, joined me in the last one at the center court tournament. So it's nice to see him playing, and he promised us that he would be playing for a championship soon as that approach goes into the net low. One of the tougher shots in the game, the approach while running forward.
On a low forehand. Yeah. Great shot.
Difficult.
Joey Dweck, a great doubles player, about to return on the deuce court. Joey's forehand looking strong, known for his volleys. Jack,
a little bit of confusion there.
Great singles player.
But good communication.
Looking strong on the doubles as well.
Just out.
Jack and Joey, I think it's their first tournament together. So far, looking great. They're up 5-2, set point number 2 against the Harari.
And the right idea, definitely the right idea there from Gabe. Unfortunately, went a little bit long. Jack looking to finally put it away here on, I believe it's the 4th set point. Great serve out wide. The kicker out wide to ace it.
Roseld Court Invitational, 2nd annual tournament so far. 2 out of 3. The thought was that a lot of tournaments, the best tennis gets played early on, and then by the end of the day, everybody's tired and cranky and legs. And the finals and semifinals, there's a lot of cramping. It's basically who stays alive. So the Roseld Court Invitational, trying to spread it out over 3 days, 2 out of 3, try to get every match as high quality tennis.
Great get there. Oh, unbelievable point there. It's unfathomable how Gabe didn't put that one away. Crazy point, and that'll set up the 5th set point here. And Charles, why don't you take us through, this is our 4th quarterfinal. Why don't you take us through the other 3 semifinalists at this point?
Sure. So yesterday at 3:30, team of Mark Benjamin and Mars Zaytouni defeated Leon Harari and Jason Hannon, a long-standing doubles team. I think the score was 6-4, 6-1, in what many thought was a big upset. The Mars Zaytouni Benjamin team.
And another set point saved there on the other side of the court there from Harari and Abadi, the best friends, the Deal boys.
Zaytouni, Benjamin played solid and pretty good, great showing. And then earlier today, I played with Isaac Sasson. We defeated Joey Cohen and Sal Faust in a great contested match, 6-4, 6-3, but it was a lot tighter than the score shows.
And the Joey Cohen, although he lost, is a great name.
And in the last semifinal, you had Jeffrey Sutton and Elias Abadi against Charles
Scary
Cohen
team there.
And Robert Bra in what could have been a final. That match went 3 sets. That was so far the match of the tournament. Great contested match. A lot of big hitters in Charles Cohen, in Jeffrey, and in Elias. Rob with his consistency and his speed. That went for a great match.
Got it. Set point here. Add out. Jack Sitt to return the serve of El Harari. And it goes into the bottom of the net, and that'll be the first set for Dweck and Sitt.
Wow.
As we take a break here, Charles, thanks for the recap. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what this tournament's about? I know you told us the tennis side of it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the who we're benefiting, what we're doing, and what we're all doing here?
Yeah, sure. So, again, we like the structure of this tournament. Top 16, spread out over 3 days, benefiting Jersey Shore Hatzalah, one of the greatest causes in Deal. I believe the two Hatzalahs are separate, actually. So Jersey Shore Hatzalah does fundraise separately from the Brooklyn Hatzalah.
We
could always use our support.
Who's that walking across the
We
court?
got Hector
Hector.
arriving for the chair.
The chair umpire.
We do have a chair umpire and a scoreboard. The match was
Wow.
Brought up a couple minutes earlier, so sorry for the late start, but we do have a lot going here at the Roseld Court Invitational. We got a chair umpire, a newly painted chair.
That's a beautiful chair.
That chair was one screen, and we
Beautiful
painted
chair.
it red to match our logo.
And you can see Vic on the center court on the net. We have the official Roseld Court Invitational logo, which is a little play on the Roland Garros, but beautiful. And I've had the pleasure of being at Roland Garros, and
Really?
This tournament is right up there with it in terms of quality and professionalism. As you see on the near side of the court, Jack Sit getting ready to serve. Jack is a friend of the program. Gave us some advice to say the score very often in case it doesn't show up. So we're going to make sure to be doing that every point for you guys. And an interesting way to start off the second set here after winning the first set 6-2 is in the Aussie set. And you have Jack Sit, notably a lefty.
Common for lefties on the due side to go Aussie. So, opening up Jack's forehand.
Great return there, nice and deep from Gabe.
Wow.
Oh, and a good poach there from El Harari to take a lead. Love 15.
Quality
0-0
tennis
on the
so
second
far
set.
is looking strong. Both players, all four players, really hitting the ball nicely and cleanly, and with a lot of pace.
Dweck and Sit won the first set 6-2. For those of you who are just tuning in, the score is now Love 5. Jack Sit serving.
Jack Sit serve, known to eat up backhands. It has tons of spin. A lot of times when a lefty serves, most lefties have a slice spin. Jack is known to have a kick spin, which is very rare for a lefty and makes it very difficult to hit. So he wins a lot of free points on his serve.
5-0 here, and Jack calling off the Aussie set. Perhaps threatened by the poach of El Harari. Great serve there, nice and low. Gabe unable to get it back over the net. We got Hector in the chair, hanging out there, his shirt matching the logo, giving it his all to represent. And the return again low. 45 here, and Sid and Dweck seem to be cruising.
Yeah.
This is, the Sits are known for their neon devices. I'd say that. Jack obviously sporting the neon green and the neon pink. His brother David, I saw him play a couple weeks ago.
Wow, what a shot there by Gabe.
Can't even tell if it was on purpose, but a good lob return over the head of Dweck and just out of the reach of Jack.
That was a great shot. He took the spin from the serve and just lofted it over Joey's head. That's a tremendous shot there. Big point here for the Abadi Harari team to get this serve back and play.
Head in. And the return sails wide. 1-0 here for Dweck and Sit. And the second of the best of 3 sets. Dweck and Sit won the first by a score of 6-2. So here we are again, 675 Roseld come out. We got the semifinals on Sunday, the finals on Monday, a 3-day extravaganza of high-quality tennis. And, this has been no exception. Jack Sit and Joey Dweck Jumped out to an early lead, 6-2 here, 1-love for them in the second set. We're hoping to see a competition here, and that starts with a hold of serve here for Gabe Harari.
Great serve by Gabe.
Joey trying to run around for his forehand, which is a far superior shot, and in doubles, most of the time you'll be hitting a forehand. So a good idea there, but just goes right into the net. Good serve there by Gabe.
Great serve there by Gabe.
Charles, am I sensing a little bit of bias from you towards the deal guys here?
I'd like to see a third set here.
And that's a let.
I'm rooting for the comeback here. Gabe, a very smart doubles player. He's been playing doubles for a long time. Great at the net. Great strategy and good forehand. Sometimes his serve can become a little bit of a problem with the double faults, but when Gabe's serving well, he's a very strong player. Gabe with a 30-love lead.
And of course, the advantage of having a righty and a lefty on your team, as the Dweck Sit team knows, is having both sides playing their forehand. Oh, and a great serve there by Gabe, but an even better return. Sit puts it away, the overhead. Well done. Very well done. 35 here at love 1 in the second set. Again, Dweck and Sit won the first set 6 games to 2. Gabe Harari again.
Not sure what the confusion is there by the fans.
Some kind of hold up. Perhaps a fallen tree. And as we look to the crowd, who do we see? We see JD, of course the father of Joey Dweck, a great tennis player in his own right. My sight's not what it used to be, apparently. I can't really see who else is here.
You got Keith, the legendary Keith.
Legendary Keith, the champion at center court, which is the first Grand Slam of the season last year. And just a friendly game, so we're going to let Jack Sit get away with that one. But 30-all here as Gabe is super frustrated with himself.
Gabe needs this. They need this point here.
And at the scary forehand of Joey Dweck, notably trying to go to the backhand. Let's see what he does on the second serve. Kicker, but to the forehand side, gets a reasonable return back.
Joey's coming in.
And there goes, and wow, the windshield wiper there from Jack Sit.
Wow.
And Joey just sends the overhead wide. What a point there. And, you know, if we were playing volleyball, that would be a tremendous dig there from Jack Sit, the old windshield wiper.
Wow.
And he put it in a great spot as well.
Joey usually puts those away.
Yeah, he just couldn't connect. But a great point nonetheless. We got Ed in here. Ed in love 1 in the second set. Oh, and Jack tries to go to the alley. Doesn't work. We got 1-all here. Big hold of serve for Gabe Harari. Joey Dweck will serve now. Again, at 675 Roseld. Roseld Court for the Roseld Court Invitational. You got the logos. You got the setup. You definitely got the quality. You even got a chair umpire and a newly painted red chair to match the logo.
Joey Dweck to serve. Probably the best server in this tournament.
And just as Charles says that, he puts one into the net. Let's see what he can do on the second, which is obviously and arguably the most important.
Joey likes to serve and volley on the second, as he customarily
and just
does.
Right up
Gabe
the middle.
Splitting the middle. What a shot there by Gabe. Strong shot.
Just a tremendous shot there up the middle. Perhaps a bit of miscommunication. And we were talking about the advantage of having both guys on their forehand. Perhaps that's a little bit of a disadvantage, having some kind of confusion when they were forced to go up the middle.
Yeah, the middle with the Joey and Jack team hits both backhands.
That's a let. Love 15 here.
A lot of times, lefties and righties, the lefty will play on the other side, on the deuce side, and the righty will play on the ad. Joey and Jack switching that up to create 2 backhands in the middle.
Oh, and right through the legs of Harari goes the overhead from Jack Sit, and tremendous shot. Again, Jack, a friend of the program. And shout out to Vic, Vids by Vic, who's standing on a chair in the corner. You guys can't tell that from your living rooms, but Vic is giving his all into this shot here to get the corner. You don't want to set center baseline, so he's just doing his best. 5 all.
I think the setup will be a lot cleaner for the semi match.
And out goes the lob from Gabe Harari. Good idea again, but he just can't get that lob to fall in. And a crisp summer day here, not much wind to be spoken of. Ideal tennis playing conditions. The shadows
70s.
covering almost the entire court, so you don't have to worry about that. Just everything falling into form.
Yeah, a lot of times in these tournaments, you'll have 90-degree days, but what a gorgeous 73-degree weather.
And there's a double fault from Joey. Very, very surprising. Doesn't happen often, and I'm sure it won't happen again. We're at 30 all here, at 1 all in the second set. Sid and Dweck won the first set 6-2.
I think if the Abadi team can steal a break here, that'll give them a lot of momentum for El Harari serve. Maybe give them a little
Here's Joey Dweck at 30 all.
For a lead.
Tremendous, tremendous serve coming in.
Joey
at probably around 97 miles an hour, just eating up Gabe Harari. Charles, what do you do when the serve's coming in that hard? Are you standing a little further back? Are you trying to take it on the way up? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I think there's two options. One is to kind of stand back and
and again, Jack Sit showing off the reflexes.
Yeah.
That was really impressive and a good way to get that back.
Back
Go ahead,
to those fast serves. A lot of times you got to just stand back and just give yourself a little more time, where the other option is to move in and just shorten your swing. But taking it early, especially with the fast serve, is difficult, but it allows the player to get to the net faster. So,
and here we are at 2-1 on serve in the second set after Sid and Dweck took the first set 6-2. And, we're seeing good, solid tennis. Important here for El Harari to hold his serve.
You do not want to be down 3-1 with Jack serving.
Exactly.
This is a big service game for El Harari.
Down a set and a break would not be somewhere where these guys want to be. So
El Harari usually serves down the tee to Joey's back, and that's where he's going to try to get it.
And that's obviously where you want to go. Let's see. There he goes again. Gets him on the backhand. Good return there from Joey. Nice low sinking return, almost catching Gabe by surprise, and Gabe just stabbing at it, and it sails long.
That was a great return there by Joey on the backhand. If Joey's backhand's working, this is a scary team.
You got a problem for the rest of the tournament, that's for sure. Jack just showing off the volleys.
Wow. Great backhand there by El.
Ricochets off Joey's frame and out. And there we got 15 all here on serve in the second.
The Abadi team is not going Aussie on Jack. Okay. Jack has a lot of spin on his forehand, and he's getting to El's backhand. That's tough.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out for that going forward here. As notable other, we've mentioned champions in the past. Joey Dweck's cousin, Michael Dayan, won the AB Anteby Invitational earlier in the summer. Maybe that's the first Grand Slam, and this is the third. Joey testing the volleys there of Gabe Harari. Big mistake, and Gabe comes across, puts it away.
That's
just a tremendous play there on a huge point. Now we're at 35. Fourth game of this second set on serve. An all-important game to hold here.
Stand starting to fill up here at the Roseld Court Invitational.
Oh, wow. And that was just too easy. Gabe keeping his feet planted in the ground at center court, just leaving that alley wide open for Jack Sit. Good job by Jack to be aware and put that away. 30 all.
Jack did something very smart there. He took 2 steps back. He aligned himself. He did not hit the ball so hard. He hit it accurate.
That's exactly where it needed to go.
For the winner.
Another big point here. Just tremendous topspin there from Joey, but it sails out. Game point here for the team of El Harari and Gabe Abadi. Just an important point here to put away. Not go to deuce. Make it a relatively quick service game. Let's see how he does. What a pickup there from just a tremendous net play from the Deal Boys
Wow.
on the other side of the court.
I think the Deal Boys starting to settle in here.
And you're finally starting to see some emotion.
Yeah.
I was gonna comment that Al and Gabe looked kind of careless. They didn't care much, but that's just the way the Deal Boys are. Now they're into it. You hear some encouragement from one to another, and we're on serve here at 2-all in the second set and the best of 3, fourth quarterfinal of the Roseld Court Invitation.
I think if the Deal guys can steal a break here, I think we're in for a third set. This is Jack's service game is almost like an automatic with Joey at the net for the Sit Dweck team. If there somehow can be a break, that'll be strong.
The lefty serve with the righty at the net is just that's just pretty much where you want to be.
Very tough to defend.
Just a beautiful kicker out wide, and you know, Joey doesn't miss many of those in his life, much less in a set. Just a tremendous job. And we got to pull some balls out of the forest. Just got to pull some balls out of the forest, give the man a second, as we're at 15 love at 2-all. Here in the second set of a best of 3, fourth quarterfinal at the Roseld Court Invitational. I got Vic Dweck. Vids by Vic. Oh, nice. I hear myself now. Jack's hit the serve. Just a tremendous serve there. The swinging volley, the old Roger Federer special. Jack sit on the left hand, just too much for Gabe Harari to handle. And Jack letting us know that that was for us. Beautiful, beautiful shot there. I just note that I called him Federer before he said it was for me. Jack, a good friend to the broadcast, joined us on our last one, and we look forward to having him again, but for now we'd rather watch him win a championship. Second serve here coming from Jack. 30 love. The old kicker, and the return goes long. 40 love. 40 love, 2-all here in the second set. Again, Dweck and Sit won the first set, 6-2, and that ball was in, I think, confirmed by the chair, Hector. We even have a chair here. We're getting some feedback from Charles's mic, which is currently sitting between his legs.
Sorry about that.
There's Jack. Oh, and that's a good lob, but Jack Sit, no problem for him. Takes 2 steps back, elevates, puts it away. Game, Sit, and Dweck. They lead 3-2 in the second set, 1 set to love.
Jack there with another good old. I'll be right back. I'm going to bring Mazza for the crew.
Oh, wow. Charles Sacka, tournament coordinator, bringing Mazza for the crew. The crew of me and Vic Dweck, and Charles, who's been nice enough to join us here in the booth. Again, the 4th of 4 quarterfinals. Just really impressive quality of tennis. And, you know, we had the Pro-Am a couple of weeks ago. We had Jack Sit joining us in the booth, watching his brother play. The quality of the Syrian community in tennis has elevated. And, of course, there's a couple of all-time greats, one of them in the crowd, Jack Dweck, Joey's father. A lot of names come to mind when you think about, you know, all-time Syrian community tennis greats, but what we're seeing now is just a tremendous inflow of quality tennis from our very own community. It feels like you're watching a Pro-Am, and it's really fun to watch. Again, Gabe Harari's going to serve at 2-3 in the second set. They lost the first set 2-6. That was a dominant set for the team of Sit and Dweck, but as we look out here, it seems to be an even match. Got a little bit of momentum, a little bit of emotion coming out of the Deal Boys, Gabe and Al. And, you know, we're looking forward to see what the rest of this afternoon has in store. We might not be out of here as quickly as we originally thought. Yeah, and Al Harari's all over that. Keeping those legs moving to the center of the court, poaching when necessary, but not being overly aggressive, although he did get caught once a little bit earlier by Jack Sit. Seems to have learned his lesson. Sorry, that was Gabe that got caught. And the no call there came a little bit late from El Harari, and Gabe took it. Ended up sending it a little bit out. 5 all here at 2-3. A lot of Nike attire on the court. You'll notice on the far end of the court, the team of Sid and Dweck are wearing the Wimbledon white clay court tournament. But, you know, no problem to pay homage to the beautiful All England club in London, England. Notably, just note Jack sit with a racket change. Not sure if there was a broken string there or just new balls, please, changing the rackets. Great serve there from Gabe Harari, 35-3 in the second set again. 1-0 Sid and Dweck. They're checking a spot. Chair umpire Hector with a couple pats on the chest. He knew he got that call right. It was in. Jack sit the lefty, going to return the righty. Gabe Harari's serve. And that serve just missed. I wonder if Hector will do what he has to do to get out of the chair and look at a spot. You know how the chair umpires do it at the real Roland Garros. This is, of course, Roseld Court. Oh, and a good backhand poach there from El Harari. 45. And they're looking to surpass their first set games total very, very early on here in the second. And perhaps a momentum shift. And you can see it maybe in the back of your screen, Charles Saka, who might just be bringing us some Mazza here. Oh my gosh, this guy's got a huge play coming. We'll be sure to highlight that during the change. Oh, and nifty hands there from El Harari. Just a drop volley. No chance whatsoever for anybody to get that back. Gabe Harari yelling at El to do it now, which is he's looking for a break. And whoa, Vic, you gotta show this, Vic. Charles Saka bringing us. I don't even know what this is. Honeydeuce. Just like at the U.S. Open. Yeah, and exactly. And we're back at it here. Joey Dweck to serve. Impressive serve there. Charles brought us some just excellent as we have family members of Joey Dweck walking in the back of the court. I see Billy Dayan, first cousin, his wife. Can't really see much else. But this is a delicious honeydeuce. Charles will tell us the recipe in a few minutes during the change. Joey Dweck with a second serve that, and you know, usually doesn't take that much off his serves. Probably confused El Harari there for a second. Anyway, 30-love at 3-all here in the second set. The Mazza purchase from Mazza and Moore.
Joey Cohen knowing the Mazza and Moore Mazza without even asking.
That's top notch. Good choice. Oh, and it just sails along there.
Joey another serve up the tee.
Sorry, I realized that when I eat, you hear it. So we'll take
We
care
will
of
not
that.
eat.
We'll take care of that during the change.
Honeydeuce is a combo of grenadine, a little Grey Goose vodka, and I believe a little bit of Sprite. You can get these at the U.S. Open for the cheap price of $20 a drink.
And we just had Charles bring it to us, delivered to our seats for free. You know, Charles, look, I'm not a big complainer, but next year we might have to get the little honeydew tennis balls in the cup.
Joey, that was a mistake.
What's going on?
So,
Jack's coming to say hello. Good
Joey.
friend of the broadcast.
Joe, that is definitely a mistake not having the actual honeydew inside.
Jack Sit letting us know that he plans on winning this tournament. We're on serve at 4-3, and that was we didn't announce it, but that was a confident hold to love from Joey Dweck on the other side of the court. El Harari to serve again. Just vital game for them to hold here.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jack
Wow.
trying to toy with El Harari. El would not have it, but Jack doing the little stutter step at the center of the court to make El think that he was leaving that alley wide open. He covered it. Unfortunately, volley went off the frame and down. 5-love here again. 3-4 in the second set. Love won in sets.
Very tight match here.
The quality has certainly picked up since the first set from both sides. And, you know, Elle and Gabe hanging in there when it looked like we might be leaving early. And now it kind of looks like we might be headed towards a decider.
Wow.
Oh, and that is quite the lob, but I think it's sailing long, and it sails way long.
Jack with a nice backhand on that play.
Again, doing your best to avoid the backhand in doubles is a common strategy, except especially for the amateur players. These players are far beyond that. Very confident hitting a backhand, and we've seen a couple of really impressive backhands so far just in this set.
Joey on his last 2 returns has really put a strong return. Let's see if he goes hard again. Another deep return.
Harari ready for it at 5-all here, 3-4. Just pounding backhands, as you can hear.
Ooh.
Oh, and Joey, cheeky move to go down the right alleyway. Works out. Gabe puts the volley into the net. He was there, just maybe caught a little bit off guard. Joey took a little bit off it. And
hit that ball nice and low.
Super
nice
smart
and
shot.
low.
Right at his feet. Just a really difficult shot. Not only to put away from your opponent, but just to get it in play. Smart shot there from Joey. Again, Joey and Jack have never played in a tournament together before. They look pretty confident.
Capitalize on that opportunity. That's a big serve. Big serve there by El Harari. Clutch. Tied all 30-all.
Again, El Harari, he seems to understand the importance of holding these service games. Jack said and Joey Dweck, two of the better servers here in this tournament. And if you're 2 of the better servers in the tournament, you're 2 of the better servers in the community. So you don't want to get broken. Oh, and a shot there from Joey down the middle. Hector, we asked if he would get out of the chair to look at a spot, and it looks like he is. A great challenge. Hector going to check it out. Let's see. In.
In
is the call, and it looks like they knew it too. We got a break point here for
Joey
the team
with
of
the winner.
Sit and Dweck.
You
Interesting.
You
shot
got to
down the
think
middle.
that this may be a match point here, Joe.
I hear you, Charles. I hear you all the way. Let's see. Al, who's been able to win to the ad side. Oh, and and just long goes the backhand from El Harari. The conscious decision to take it and go that way
Jack
doesn't pan out.
Deafening type of return there. Deep and spin to the Harari backhand. That's
Has
a tough
Jack
shot
Sit
to
broken a sweat this tournament yet? Jack Sit looking great. He's playing really well. Great return there on the forehand. And again, the disadvantage of serving to a team that's just ripping forehands all day.
Yeah.
And this is 5-3. Jack Sit serving for the match.
Many thought this would have been a closer match, possibly a third set. But so far, Sit and Dweck
Just
looking strong,
such
looking
solid play.
looking to close it out here on who else to serve better than Jack.
And they're looking for a spot in the semi as we clear a ball out of the way against Mark Benjamin.
And Mars Zaytouni.
And Mars Zaytouni. Do I know Mars Zaytouni? I know a couple Mars Zaytounis.
Mars Zaytouni, I think the son of Gabe Zaytouni.
Yes, I do. Married to Sarah Torgman.
Yes.
Yes. I've had a Shabbat lunch with them once.
Okay.
Great crowd.
Good crowd.
So, and I watched Mark Benjamin play, and you know, get ready for Sunday morning, folks. You are about to see a clinic put on by Mark Benjamin, win or lose. The man's got the pop return right onto the back tape every single time. It's a joy to watch.
Mark, I think at this point, patented the short return on that deuce side.
What a serve there from Jack.
What spin.
Good return. Jack has to come up to get it. Oh, wow.
Joey
Unbelievable.
With the great volley.
Great hands from Joey Dweck, the drop volley. And is that 30 love?
Sit Dweck 2 points away from the semis. 30 love.
5 games to 3 second set. Sit and Dweck won the first set 6 games to 2. Jack 2 points away from locking in a spot in the semifinal Sunday morning.
This would be the 9 a.m. match. And then the other matchup for the 3:30 p.m. match, Sunday semifinals. Jack Sit looking to close it out.
Oh, and the right idea there from Gabe Harari as Joey was pretty much into the other server's box. But just just pushed the forehand a little bit wide, and now Jack's got three chances here to put this match away and book himself a spot in the semifinal. Jack came over here before this game and told us that he was going to win this tournament. Charles to my left might have something to say about that, but for now, Jack and Joey are looking like a powerhouse.
Very impressed today by the Sid Dweck showing. I think they're going to be a tough team to beat.
And there it is, game, set, and match. Sit and Dweck defeat Harari and Abadi 6-2, 6-3.
What a performance.
You know, we're sitting here, we're watching the highest quality of tennis, but 6-2, 6-3, that's quick work. And again, it doesn't look like Jack and Joey broke a sweat, but look at that friendship there from Gabe and Elle. You know, great, good friends since the womb. The Hillel kids, the tennis team folks, and that looks like it'll probably wrap up play on center court.
Day one of the quarterfinals.
Just unbelievable day of tennis.
Yeah.
Gonna have some rallying, it looks like, just to wrap it up. But again, our semifinalists, Charles Saka and Isaac Sasson.
Freddie Irani looking to get on the court, hit some balls.
You got Charles Saka and Isaac Sasson.
Freddie winning the raffle of getting to hit with his friend.
won the Chinese auction. Freddie had to put up a lot of flues to get onto the court here.
To get the spot.
And
half hour of court time at the Roseld Invitational.
675 Roseld, and again, we'll encourage you to be here Sunday morning, 9 a.m. as we watch Mark Benjamin take on the Mark Benjamin and Mars Zaytouni take on the dominant team of Jack Sid and Joey Dweck, who we just saw make quick work of the Deal guys, the Deal tennis legends. But hey, Charles, they are not the last Deal team in the
Luckily, there
tournament.
are other Deal teams left.
That's right, and Charles is a member of one of them, and we'll see Charles and his best friend since the womb, Isaac Sasson, formidable Deal team, taking on Jeffrey Sutton and Elias Abadi, another formidable team. And you know, you look at these four teams that are into the semifinal, and they're four of the strongest teams that you'll see in a tennis tournament from this community. We are super excited for what Sunday has to bring, and credit to the tournament coordinator, whoever you may be, for making sure that you still have your Sunday. You know, you're playing tennis at 9 for, what is it, about an hour? You're playing tennis at 3 for about an hour, and then, you move on to the finals Monday morning. Nobody's going to cramp up. Everyone's going to be in tip-top shape, probably with a couple of practice hits tomorrow.
High-quality tennis. And the 9 and the 3 separated time slots are due to the shadows and the best time to play without the sun. Sun is strongest at the 11-12 hour. So we at the Roseld Court Invitational like to do things right with the time slots.
Just a great job, thinking of absolutely everything. Who thinks about the shadows in this beautiful court here?
Tournament coordinator Rob Braha with his Honey Deuce. Honey Deuce looking good over there. Everybody, thank you to Rob Braha for tipping.
And what a beautiful, beautiful. We're all about the tennis here. All about the tennis here, all about the Jersey
Rob
Shore,
Braha taking off work for the last 2 weeks to plan this tournament. Everybody must thank him for his amazing efforts.
Just tremendous.
All right.
And Charles is signing off. We'll stay with you for a couple minutes here as Charles is going to do some tournament coordinator duties. But thank you, Charles, for joining us. Always great insight, and we look forward to watching you Sunday afternoon. Again, against the team of Elias Abadi and Jeffrey Sutton. Jeffrey Sutton fresh off of a center court, the second Grand Slam of the summer victory. Congratulations to him again. That was a great thing to watch. You can see it on the center's account. I'm in shock here. I missed last year's Roseld Court Invitational. So really super excited to be a part of this. I know Vic is. Vic's working the camera today. Took a step out of the booth. But it's just been it's been a good time. We only got to watch one match, unfortunately, towards the tail end of the day. But we'll be here for the full day Sunday, a full day of great tennis. 9 a.m., 675 Roseld. We'll have the first semifinal of Jack Sit and Joey Dweck against Mark Benjamin and Morris Zaytouni. And at 3 p.m., we'll have the second semifinal of Charles Saka and Isaac Sasson against Jeffrey Sutton and Elias Abadi. Again, we've only seen one of those teams play, the team of Jack and Joey, and just a powerhouse of a team. So curious and excited to find out how the rest of the teams will match up and stack up to those guys. And then after the Sunday day of tennis, the tournament's not over yet. We got Monday, 9 a.m., Labor Day Monday, 9 a.m., Erev Rosh Hashanah, the finals matchup, which is sure to be probably a 3-set extravaganza, and we're going to have to consult with the others, the tournament coordinators, about if we're going to play the old Wimbledon style or if we're going to play the U.S. Open style in the final set, because it's sure to go and be a long one. So, again, thanks for joining us for this fourth quarterfinal, and we look forward to seeing you on Sunday for Charles Saka, Victor Dweck. I'm Joey Cohen, and we look forward to seeing you again after Shabbat.